Hello everybody and welcome to the race for the Hungarian Grand Prix for F1 2016 Live Career Mode. Straight after qualifying, I will hopefully win this one potentially. But we're here for the Hungarian Grand Prix, and if you missed qualifying, guys, from just before qualifying in real life, we managed to get P3 on the grid, which is very important, especially when we qualified on the soft tyre in Q2. So that's very important that we get that into our heads on there. But brief look at the championship before we go into this. We're 25 points behind the actual lead driver, Kimi Räikkönen, so very happy with that. But we're going to jump straight into it right now and get on with it. But if you could really, guys, I could really appreciate if you could share the stream out. Make sure to slap a like on it as well before we get on with this, as this is the only time I can really do the race, because I am out tonight, so I can't do anything later. So apologies if it is a bit earlier than expected, but it's the only time really I have on there. So without further ado, let's get on with the YouTube video, and make sure, guys, to share the stream out. Let everyone who was here and anyone else who's interested that we are back on air for the race. So without further ado, let's get on with the YouTube video. Hello everybody and welcome back to the F1 2016 Live Career Mode. We're here for episode number 42 and we're in Season 2 for the Hungarian Grand Prix. And if you saw the qualifying which happened just before the real life Brazilian Grand Prix, we managed to secure a very good third place on the grid for us on a track that we aren't really good at. And most importantly, we are starting on the soft tyre, where everyone else in the top 10 is on the soft. So we have got a bit of advantage in terms of tyre wear for the whole of the race. So, but without further ado, let's hear what our agent has to say for where we need to be finishing for expectations for the team for this race.
Hey, how are you? I have some information on the race goals you should keep in mind.
So we've got to finish 5th or higher, and it's basically the same really as qualifying. Instead of quality, it says race standings, and stay 8th or more in the championship. But if you did miss the last race, guys, it's Silverstone. Unfortunately, we were on pole and we didn't really get the job done. We still got a podium, which is definitely what I want to take away, as Kimi Räikkönen retook the lead of the Drivers' Championship. We're only 25 points off off him as well. So going into the second half of the season, we may have a chance of taking the Drivers' Championship by the end of the season. And in the Constructors, quickly, we're still in third, comfortably ahead of Mercedes by only 19 points. Don't think we're going to win the Constructors this season, but definitely will be a great performance if we can beat Mercedes come end of the season. But without further ado, let's get on with this one. It is now time for the race for the Hungarian Grand Prix. If you're new around here, guys, make sure to slap a like on this video and subscribe for daily F1 content on this channel. But without further ado, let's get on with the Hungarian Grand Prix. Let's do this.
We've seen some astonishing Grand Prix here over the years, haven't we? The drama of 2015 is a recent example. Jenson Button's first win on a wet track in 2006, or in 1997, Damon Hill's heartbreak in the Arrows after a late gearbox failure cost him what would have been the team's only ever victory. What a wonderful place this is to come racing today. Located 12 miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaroring are steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking has always been difficult on this technical 2.7-mile circuit, but the last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races. Let's hope we're in for another one here today. As the drivers complete their preparations down below us on the grid, one man who's no stranger to the pre-race pressure is Anthony Davidson, who joins me in the commentary box today. Great to have you with us, Ant. I'm sure you can tell us all about what goes through a driver's head before lights out.
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn one. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
This is a really good starting position for us. Let's try not to lose it.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion, with Daniel Ricciardo slotting in alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have a Toro Rosso, Raikkonen, Carlos Sainz, and Alonso, Button, Hamilton, Massa, and Esteban Gutierrez.
So here we go then, guys, on the grid for the Hungarian Grand Prix. As you can see, just under the tyre blanket, for the second race in a row, we are doing a different strategy to normal, as we are on the soft tyre. And as you can see, we're going to be doing a very risky two-stop strategy, which I know the rest of the guys will most likely be doing the free stop here. Restarting, guys. Half my wheel wasn't working, basically, so we're doing this again quickly. So I had an issue. It wasn't freezing. Just to clarify, it was my wheel. It wasn't pushing any buttons, so I had to frantically change stuff. So I've got it working now. Let's try this again.
It's always wonderful to come back to the lively Hungaroring. A popular destination this, nice and close to the beautiful city of Budapest, with some exciting racing to boot. Who can forget Michael Schumacher pushing his old teammate Rubens Barrichello up towards the pit wall in 2010, or those great races of 2014 and 2015 as well. Located 12 miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaroring are steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking has always been difficult on this technical 2.7-mile circuit, but the last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races. Let's hope we're in for another one here today. I won't be commentating alone today, of course. Nope, I have the honour to share this commentary box with none other than Anthony Davidson. And you and I were talking earlier today about how tight that midfield battle is compared to the last couple of years. Why do you think that is?
Well, I suppose the main reason is simply stability in the regulations. Look at what we had towards the end of the V8 era. In 2012, we had 7 winners in 7 races. We talk about the dominance of Red Bull at that time, but their advantage was rarely more than 2 or 3 tenths of a second. And we've had this current formula now for a couple of years, and that serves to solve any teething troubles with reliability. Let's not forget that these cars are more technical than ever before, so it was always going to take a bit of time for those gaps to come down.
Okay, watch out at the race start. There will be faster cars trying to get past. See if you can hold them off.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo, a strong showing from the Australian. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have a Toro Rosso, Raikkonen, Carlos Sainz, and Alonso, Button, Hamilton, Massa, and Esteban Gutierrez. Verstappen.
So here we go, lads, on the grid for this episode of our Career Mode on F1 2016. It is great to be back on there. And if you are watching this live right now, make sure to slap a like on this and subscribe if you want to see more daily content on this series. It is a great series to do as we embark on the second half of the season as we try to go for the Drivers' World Championship, being only 25 points behind. You never know what's going to happen in this one. As you can see, you may see we're on the soft tyre because we qualified on that tyre in Q2 in the qualifying stream. If you missed that earlier, make sure to check that out. It was quite a good one if you saw from the times that you saw on the grid there from Crofty on there. So we're doing a very nice 2-stop strategy, which is definitely what I wanted to do in this race because I don't want to be on the super softs because that means doing an extra pit stop and maybe go on another set of the mediums. So I think I'm on the right tyre to be on, and we'll see how this goes, and should be quite fun, this one. My aim is to finish in the podium again. It would be nice, but we'll wait and see. But just going to quickly, guys, show you the setup. If you want to use it, feel free to do so. I'll leave a time frame in the comments of the video for you guys to go and check it out if you want to do that. It's entirely up to you. It works for me, and hopefully it'll work for you. So anyway, we're out onto the grid now for the race. Formation lap, of course, for this one. So we'll let Jeff say some words.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
Just going to get some warmth into the brakes right now. But obviously the formation lap, just to get us into the mood for the race. I've got no force feedback, unfortunately, so that's definitely not what I wanted for this one, but I really can't be bothered to change it right now, so we're just going to have to stick with what we've got for this one race. Just want to know, guys, as well, there will be no career mode until I am back, which will be on Tuesday, as I'm going to be away, spending it with my girlfriend up north. So I will be doing a live Q&A at some point over the next couple of days. So I think it's possibly tomorrow or Monday, but I'll let you guys know on Twitter, and it will be scheduled uploaded as well, scheduled streamed. So you can ask me anything you want in this live Q&A. It's for 10,000 subscribers, and once again, I want to thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers. It means a lot to me. It's been a hard last couple of months for me to try and get to that goal, and we finally hit it before the end of the year, and that is all I wanted. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, and let's go for 20k as the next goal for this channel. But when it comes to the end of the formation lap, it is a relatively short one. This one is about a 1 minute 20 lap, so should be quite quick. But we're just going to back up just a little bit on Ricciardo. On there, as I've mentioned, the top 10 apart from me are all on the super soft tyre, and we're the only one on the soft, so we may be a bit off the pace at the start, but they will have to pit really early on these super soft tyres. They do not last long. We have that luxury of a fresh set of super softs just in case if we can't commit to the 2-stop, but we'll wait and see as we now line up on the grid next to Ricciardo and our rival in this series so far, Sebastian Vettel. We've got Raikkonen right behind us as well, the current championship leader in there. Our teammate as well, impressing in 5th place with Alonso, showing McLaren have got pace in this in this season already, ahead of both Mercedes and Manor coming into this race weekend. So it's going to be lots of action in this race at Hungary, as it has done in the past. Hopefully we won't have any issues that we had last time we were here, where I didn't even upload a video of this race. But here we go. It's the Hungarian Grand Prix. Second half of the season is go, and it's a good start from us there. Really good start. Just a bit of wheel spin there, but we got past, I think, Ricciardo, sorry, we have done. And maybe take the lead of the race. We've made contact. I think that was Raikkonen, I believe, who we've made contact with. Just giving us a bit of tap there. Raikkonen's actually up to 3rd, so absolutely chaotic start in this one, and someone's crashed out already, and we have got the safety car already, as Alonso is the unlucky casualty in this one.
Make sure to keep it positive. Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
And will Ricciardo then back through? Because I had to slow right down. Can I get past it, you please? Thank you. There we go, back to normal. But already chaotic scenes here in Hungary. After just one corner, the safety car makes an appearance. So what a mad start, caused really by Raikkonen hitting the back of me, just losing it there. Went a bit wide, but it all went off behind. I don't know what happened. Let's try and get this right down delta. There we go. Obviously got to stay in that delta. But this works nicely for us, even more, because I think when the safety car comes in, we will presume the AI will pit off the super softs once it goes green. But
your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
So we're just going to try and keep it in there. But I would show the replay, but obviously with this being live, I can't really show you that, sadly. But all kicked off behind, I think, is what I know, as Sainz is in the pits. Someone else is in the pits, I'm not too sure who it is. Nearly got a penalty there, just completely forgot about the delta.
Approaching the safety car, you're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind.
So now we've got to catch up with the safety car.
Right, pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead.
So here we go then, lots of debris then on the straight here, where the DRS obviously will be implemented once the safety car comes out into the pits, of course. But massive chaotic start then to this race. Obviously losing one already of Fernando Alonso, who had a great qualifying as well, and he's dropped down to out of the race. Massive disappointment there. And also Sainz as well must have been caught up in the incident with Alonso, so he's had to pit early. Not what he wants. But at the minute it's myself from Ricciardo, and Raikkonen is the top 3, and I think Vettel is in 4th. With, I think that's a Williams in 5th, so very chaotic start to this race right now, as we are under safety car conditions, of course, and this works very nicely in our favour, obviously with us on the soft tyre, which means we can definitely go to the end of, can definitely stick to this two-stop, as we're not burning up the tyres as much. These soft compound tyres, not looking too shabby anyway. Right now, they did do 2 laps, remember, in Q2, as the first lap we didn't really get into Q3, so we had to do another lap, burn some more of the degradation, and we just got through. So that put us at a bit of a disadvantage, but this safety car is going to help massively. Just reduces the degradation for us, and it's just going to work nicely for us, hopefully, fingers crossed. And of course, we lead this race then from Ricciardo and Raikkonen. So I'm just going to check what our guy says, and it looks alright. Just checking the boards. So hopefully we'll go racing momentarily, and then we'll get back. So nothing really can say at the minute apart from we're leading this one. Hashtag let's blow up the safety car. Nah. But if you're new around here, guys, make sure to slap a like on the stream and subscribe. Obviously, speaking of videos, tomorrow I'll be uploading something a bit different, but it does involve F1 cars, so, and a very, very famous track, and it's basically a response video to a certain YouTuber who did this quite a while ago, and I think it's my turn to just show what my pace is like around this specific track. So I'm looking forward to that one. And then the career mode will be back on Tuesday or Wednesday for Germany, which will be quite nice. And then Spa, of course, as we come near to the end of Season 2. Well, I need to start thinking about what teams to decide, what team to go for Season 3, or stick with Toro Rosso for another season, and maybe try and go for both the drivers and constructors. But we still have a chance here of winning the Drivers' Championship this one. 25 points. We can close the gap nicely if we pick up a win here today, especially with Raikkonen down in 3rd. We can take 10 points out of him. So I believe the safety car will be coming in, not this time, but the next time by will be that pit stop. Not pit stop, what I'm saying, pit stop. So I'm just going to keep an eye on the pack behind and see if they pit. No one's pitting at the minute, which is fine, I guess, but on there. But a question I want to leave you guys with is, if you're watching this back or watching it now, is obviously the 2016 mobile version of this game is out. Came out, I think, yesterday or the day before. If you want me to do any videos on that, guys, let me know, and I'll try and get something sorted for you and give my thoughts on the game, and maybe do a comparison. That would be quite funny to do on there. Maybe do some live streaming as well of that game, maybe. But let me know in the comments if you want to see that. Obviously, you know what happened in Silverstone as well at the end of the stream. If you want to see more of that, then obviously let me know. I did say if we win the Drivers' Championship, I will do a shoey. So if you guys want to see that, then I need a lot of support from you, which will help me get to that stage. And I would pit, but there's no point. Safety car. You only pit when the safety car comes out, when it actually gets called out, or if there's been a crash and there may be a safety car. So I don't think it's wise to pit now, of course. So I think the safety car may be coming in this lap, potentially. Is he coming in? Is he coming in? Okay, he's coming in now.
We'll be pacing the field in sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car is in the pit lane.
So we're just going to warm these tyres up. And for some reason it changed for some reason, but we have control of the pace of the safety car now. Well, it's basically the safety car. We're not going to go yet. We've got up to Rich. We're packing the field up here. Let's go now, boys. Let's go. Back to racing. Basically the first lap again.
Distance to teammate 17.1 seconds.
So we go into turn 1. Lots of people saying fastest laps for some bizarre reason. Don't know why. But that was quite funny to see that. Button the fastest man on the track at the minute. Whoa, massive oversteer there. Obviously these cars will be quicker than us. Obviously they're on the super soft tyre. Ricciardo thinking of a move. Not really wise, if I'm honest, from Danny Rick, but...
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A? Okay, copy that.
Interesting call there from Jeff, saying we should pit soon for the mediums and then the super softs. Obviously we have got a fresh set, so that might be the best call really. Not like that though, just completely lost the back end there. Just got no grip at the minute on these soft tyres. But these cars are really my guinea pigs right now. Obviously they qualified on super softs in Q2, so it needs to take really a lap or so off.
The gap to the leader is 1.6 seconds.
As you can see, 2 seconds off already off the pace of Daniel Ricciardo, but we are on the slower tyre than them, so I'm not really bothered at the minute. Might try and push these out if I can, to be fair. We'll see. I'm hoping these guys pit soon though. As Vettel's starting to slowly fall back, slowly.
Out in front.
At the minute. Just a bit wide though. That's not what I want. Wouldn't really be purple though, if I'm honest. I think the 2 cars in front are going a lot quicker than me right now. Short shifting right now, as I think Vettel's in the pit, so lap 6 is the magic number right now.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Just short shifting again, just trying everything in the book right now. This track is very demanding on tyres, so I'm hoping that the super softs go off quickly right now. But we'll see how we go. We've got plenty of fuel as well, so we can burn this up. Just keeping it in within the track limits as well. So we're slowly catching up to Raikkonen again, which is very important as well for the championship perspectives. Hulkenberg's holding up quite a few people, which is definitely what I want. Oh, just wide again. This corner is the worst corner for me on this track.
Gap ahead is 2.2 seconds.
Just can't get it right every time. Make one mistake there. And speaking of which, both of them make their way into the pits, so we will take back the lead of the race. So that's going to put them in contention to do the same strategy as me. So it really depends on what tyres they're going on right now. And I think one of them's on the mediums, so they are going to do the same strategy as us, potentially. As Rio Haryanto's moved into 2nd place, I have to say. Massive there, Haryanto, lads. Lord Haryanto is up to P2 in this race. Just seems the softs aren't really working for us right now.
Okay, some information on NASA. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
say this was my weakest track on the calendar. Out of every single track, this is my worst by a country mile. Just got to give it everything I've got right now and just pray we can get something out of this. Gained a bit on Hulkenberg and Harianto, which is definitely what I want. Saving grace at the minute is Harianto is holding up the pack, which is definitely what I want at this stage of the race. Just got to keep pushing right now. So Verstappen's on the medium tyre. I wonder if Verstappen must have came in the pits actually during the safety car and pitted for the mediums. That's quite a good call, that, from Max. See if that strategy's going to work out for him. So he's in the driver's seat right now, if I'm honest. Trying to hold on here for dear life. Maybe pit in the next couple of laps, maybe try and go to lap 10's my goal on these tyres. Onto the medium tyre and see if we can get somewhere close to hitting on the super softs, but I don't think that may be the wisest of decisions for me, if I'm honest. Trying everything in the trick in the book here. Still setting some really decent times, I have to say. 25s I'll take on these tyres. I do know Arava, yes, I've been good friends with him for years. Collaborated on some stuff when he was a smaller YouTuber. When I was bigger than him at one stage, which was quite funny, but oh well. Just playing it so smooth right now, just saving a bit of tyre wear if I can, wherever possible. Just to make sure we can definitely do the super soft stint. Never know, another safety car may come into fruition, and again we go wide at that corner. Just can't get that corner right at all, and I still lost time anyway. As Verstappen and co are catching me back up again, so not what I wanted, but Verstappen is quick in that Red Bull, of course. Still setting 25s though, I have to say.
Gap to our teammate is 16.2 seconds.
Still got to keep going though, got to keep pushing. I do want to collaborate with Arv again at any point. I'm open to anything. I did say in a video yesterday, I'm more than happy to collaborate with people. I'm just oh, got a first warning. First time we've cut the corner. First time we've cut the track actually. Which is quite funny, but yeah, I'm open to collaborations. I did mention who people would like me to collaborate with in future videos, so obviously you guys know I'm not a bit of a shy person, so just kept it in there. But as long as we can keep this pace up of 25s, then I'm happy with that. Max isn't really gaining as much as he would have liked. It's only about a tenth or so quicker, but obviously our tyres are starting to wear off a bit. So I'm doing particularly well right now, as I think Verline's in. Rosberg behind as well on the medium tyre, so Don't know where everyone is though. I didn't see anyone on the mini-map surprisingly, so I don't know what's happened, but this is looking pretty good for us right now. Tyres seem okay, to be fair. Not gonna lie, the mediums are looking very nice. Prospect for us. And we're matching Verstappen, which is more important for us right now. Just trying to extend this stint as long as possible if I can. Maybe to lap 13, 14. Then 12 laps or so on the medium, and then the rest in the super softs. If I can, of course. Thanks to, of course, the safety car coming up has helped us massively. So maybe we'll pit next time by. Still got plenty of fuel as well under the belt. So we'll go on to the medium tyres next time by. Follow Jeff's strategy call. Got a nice comfortable gap actually to the next car in 4th place. Just nowhere to be seen really, 4th place, so it could be in the podium position, so I don't know what's happened to everyone else. Will pit this time. Starting to lose a bit of grip now. Verstappen is catching us now, which is the clear indication to pit now for the medium tyres. Just keeping it in there, just about there. We'll box this lap. Gotta say, I'm very impressed with 13 laps on soft tyres. Obviously the safety car helped us a bit, but now where's the pit lane thingy majiggies? As we get that in, onto the mediums then. This should be a comfortable 3rd place, I think, because there is the car, 4th place, so this should be pretty well if the boys get on with their driving. So it's 2.5 stop. This is going to be close actually. Magnussen's in 4th place, leading this train.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit.
Come on, get ahead of Magnussen. Oh, we got comfortably ahead of Magnussen. So we are still in 3rd place, so this has definitely worked out for us. And look at it actually. Sainz is leading a train of everyone else on the map.
Fuel is good, fuel is good. We can move to mix 2 or 3 when needed.
So Sainz is doing us a massive favour, holding up the pack. So well done Carlos Sainz. Doing a good job there. Magnussen though, the surprise, in P4 for Renault right now. But now the goal is to try and gain some time back and see if this undercut works against Rosberg and Verstappen, of course, who are on a completely different strategy to the rest of the field, of course. Pitting on, I believe it was lap 1 they both pitted. That's not how to take a line. That's definitely not how to take the line. One more and we get a penalty. And it'll be the first time we've had a penalty in a very long time, actually, a time penalty. And we don't want that, of course, especially with where we are at the minute. So the safety car has actually made this race more interesting. Magnussen's all over. He's got quite a load of cars on him.
Teammate is 3.3 seconds.
Right about now, so nearly coming up to half distance then of this race already. It's a quick one, as I've mentioned. Sainz has got past Magnussen, so we've got Toro Rosso in 3rd and 4th at the minute,
Front is 13.6 seconds.
which would help us massively for the constructors in holding on to 3rd place. Remember, Mercedes are only 19 points behind us going into this race weekend. So with Rosberg in 2nd, me and obviously Sainz in 4th, it's going to maybe stop them in their tracks, gaining some points on us, but we'll wait and see. Obviously I know Rosberg has to pit.
They're speeding up again, so I expect they fix whatever the problem was.
We've got a nice 4-second gap to Sainz. Speaking of the devil, both Verstappen and Rosberg are in the pits for their 2nd pit stop. And they're onto the soft tyre, interestingly, for Rosberg. No idea what Verstappen's on. But this is going to be close, actually. And we're past Verstappen, and we take the lead of the race back once again. But Verstappen and Rosberg are on the soft tyre. So that's going to be a bit of a pickle for us. Sainz is up to 3rd, though, which is definitely what we want. A double Toro Rosso podium right now, as it stands. So that's fantastic, actually. It'll be the first double podium for Toro Rosso in the series so far, but it's early days. Still only on lap 16.
The car behind has come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Softs on the car behind.
Obviously, I forgot about Verstappen, who's on... I forgot he was outside the top 10, of course, so he massively benefited from the safety car. So obviously, I think he's starting the medium, so he actually could be on a 2 stopper like myself. That's quite interesting, actually, I've got to say. So I wonder if Verstappen will go onto the super softs after this, I wonder. It's all about holding on to this lead of the race. I really want to win a race. Haven't won one in quite a while. Well, I should have won Silverstone, but Verstappen's all over us. So we'll have to take some drastic action there. And see Verstappen all over the back of us. Not very nice without force feedback, but it's a bit challenging at the same time. As we go purple in the first sector, just a bit too much speed through that corner. Not a good exit, I've got to say. And again, missing the apex, the first apex. Just trying to save as much tyre wear here. That was a poor line. And Verstappen will probably take the lead of the race again. Not what I wanted. But we'll get DRS hopefully. That was very close to the wall. Just got no grip over Verstappen in dirty air. Got no chance against Verstappen on softs. So this is actually quite massive for Verstappen. He could take back the lead of the Drivers' Championship with this if he wins here. But my question is he going to go on to the super soft or the softs for his last pit stop? I presume it would be the softs, but we'll have to wait and see if Christian Horner's got anything to say about that. As I said, still a long way to go in this one. But as you can see, Verstappen's gone right now. But can't really do anything about it. He's on the quicker tyre, of course. And Rosberg's got past Sainz as well. Just look at Verstappen, 23.4. And Sainz is in the pits.
Carlos is in the pits now.
Well, there goes our chances of a double podium. If Sainz is pitting now, he's definitely on the free stop. God, loving that. First penalty of the season.
Engine is showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down. We've been awarded a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
First time I've had a penalty in season 2. Kind of annoying, but gotta take it, I'm afraid.
Okay, at this rate we'll finish with a little extra fuel, so you have some in hand to run a faster engine mode for a bit.
Right, where we are then. 16 to go. Verstappen's on an absolute flyer right now, but can't really do anything about it.
Should remain dry. We will keep you informed of any changes to the weather.
Oh, locked up again. Verstappen's absolutely gone. Needs 4-second advantage over me. I just completely forgot about Verstappen. I thought he was in the top 10. But this is not going as I would have liked. Oh, I've done it again. Too early into the corner. See there, 1.3 seconds that Rosberg gained on me on this lap alone in that sector. What's the wheel doing? What is the wheel doing there? Will's playing up. I can tell now Will is definitely playing up on us.
The gap to the car behind is 4.6 seconds.
Oh, how it defended Rosberg nicely, I have to say. But the wheel playing on its mind again. Just spiking down the throttle input. It's like F1 2015 all over again. Really trying everything here, but I hit the wall again. It gives Rosberg the chance to get right on us.
So the gap to our teammate is 19.6 seconds.
Trying everything now, literally anything to hold off Rosberg.
estimating from Verstappen's tyres, we're expecting him to come into the pits within the next 5 laps.
Literally all about defending now. From there, finally Nick's joined the chat. Took your time, Nick, but you're finally here. Missed 22 laps of madness, I have to say. Verstappen, I think, is going to win this race, if I'm honest. I don't see myself winning it now, but a podium will be nice. So trying to defend. We've got Ricciardo now. I think that is behind Rosberg. A bit wide though through turn 3, I think it is, or turn 2, not sure, but so they pitted on lap 7 was the lap when lap 6 was when they came in for off the super soft, so that was obviously with the safety car, so I'm gonna kind of guess a fresh set will probably get us to around about as Massa's retired from the race, so we're down to 20 drivers now. I'm going to guess about lap 28 is when we pit for super softs. I wonder, according to the game, actually 26, 27. Got to defend from Rosberg as he's all over the back of us. As Ricciardo actually is in the pits, Vettel's in the pits, I believe. Trying to defend from Rosberg now. He's got a lot more exit speed than us. Trying to squeeze him here, but just can't get it done. Trying to hook around the outside if we can. Squeezing him out there. Got it done. Good move there. Good battling as well, I have to say. We've got that 3-second time penalty to think about as well. So that's why I want to try and get these out as long as possible. This medium tyre. Try and go into the super soft, burn, do some quaddy pace, and hopefully stay 3 seconds ahead of at least a podium position, which would be my goal for this race. Obviously the safety car comes out, then that's just going to put a spring in my works at the minute. Back end stood out again. People are trying to stay out as long as possible, I think, on these tyres. Rosberg's got no chance of passing us, so we're just going to get back into the racing line. Just do some short shifts again. Rosberg's right on our arse though. As Vettel set to 23.1. I think he's on the softs again. We've got a few more laps before we head over to a set of the super soft tyres. Just a bit of touch there on the grass. Again, back end. On the curb, we lose it. Okay, we've got just under 10 laps to go. Oh, back end's gone. That's us done against Rosberg. Just too many distractions. But really was a matter of time really against Rosberg. Might lose out to Jensen Button here as well. Most importantly, what tyres is Verstappen going on is the question. I told you this was my weakest track, guys. I'll tell you that. Verstappen's still got out, I've got to say. Oh no, it's not. Is that? I don't know who that is. Is that Verstappen? I don't know. Oh no, Verstappen's still out, isn't he? Rosberg's been held up here by Nasser, which is definitely what I want. He's got to hold out right now.
There's about a lap's worth of spare fuel in the car. You won't be able to run in mix 3 for long with that much, but do burn it if you need to.
Back end signing out again, but just trying to hold on ready for what would be, if I'm honest,
they're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
back end again.
The gap behind us is 9.
And Verstappen's finally in. Now what tyre's he going on? That's the question. Rosberg's in as well. If they go into the soft tyres, then I think next lap will be... Oh, he's on super softs. Great, we should have paired. Let's have some fun with Verstappen. Hold him up a bit. What a move that is. What a move on Verstappen that is. Let's just hold him up a bit here.
Low chance of rain now. If the situation changes, we'll let you know.
I could actually stay out. Wow, Verstappen there just came out of nowhere. Verstappen just literally just popped out of nowhere and just surprised us. Surprised me there.
Okay, car ahead is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car ahead.
But we'll pit now, I think. I think it's best to pit now and go on to the super softs. This has actually worked out nicely. For Verstappen and Rosberg. Just do not like these tyres one little bit, so I'm actually glad it's coming off these. So we've only got 6 laps to go right now.
Exit now.
So we've got a lot of work to do now.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled.
Can we get ahead of Sainz? That'll be nice. And we do indeed get ahead of Carlos Sainz. Which is definitely what I want. Right, let's push. Can't help with the laggy pit now. No idea why it's lagging in the pit lane. It's just how it is. push now. Let's go, go, go.
Distance to the leader is 22.2 seconds.
No, some of these have to pit surely. Right, Ricciardo has to pit again. Button definitely has to pit. Vettel has to pit. Unless they are not going to make it to the end on their soft tyres, if I'm honest.
Okay, the gap behind is 4.9 seconds.
Got a nice comfortable gap behind to Sainz, which is definitely what I want. So it's either 6th place or less, which is honestly disappointing, if I'm honest. Just can't wait to get this track out of the way.
Our gap to the car in front is 5.2 seconds.
Just got to remember qualifying pace. Right about now. 22.9.
It seems they fixed whatever the problem was.
Right, 5 to go now, let's go.
Okay, distance to teammate 8.0 seconds.
Oh, Sainz has had an issue. He's dropped down. He's made a mistake somewhere. Bottas is up to 7th.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
He's got to keep pushing now. Let's try and do 5 quali laps. Or 4.5 quali laps. Maybe we should have kept the extra bit of wing on, I guess. Would have been the best option, but oh well. Right, 4 to go then at the line. Can see some more dots on the map though, which is Ricciardo and Vettel, which is very important I think for the championship. We'll try and catch them up and take their positions.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.0 seconds.
Tyres are fine as well. Could have pitted well early as well. Coming up to the line now, 3 laps to go nearly. Right, here we go then. 3 laps remaining in this one. See what we can do. If I'm honest, I don't think they're pitting, so I think we're going to be cemented in 6th place here. Unless something drastically happens. We may have to just cement 6th place. There's a yellow flag out. Oh, Ricciardo's out. That's put us back into 5th place. So he's out. There's one guy gone. What luck.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Back into the top 5. The scene's right now. Right, 2 to go then. So it's going to be another top 5. Just about to see them as well. Buttons in P6, obviously pitted behind us.
Finish with a little extra fuel, so you have some in hand to run a faster engine mode for a bit.
Right, nearly on the last lap now. Who's this in front of us? Is this someone slowing down, or... Oh, we've gone wide. That's not what I want. Verstappen's on the final lap. We're coming on to the final lap. Right, the final lap then, lads.
This is your final lap of the race.
If I could sum up the race for you, it's pretty simple. Safety car, then poor strategy choice, and the spies of the track.
Seconds a lap to the car behind.
Really,
2
is what I can
seconds.
say to this. Big winners are definitely Verstappen and Rosberg, who both were outside the top 10. Both on a different strategy. Starting on the medium tyre, helped them with the safety car. And that's all she wrote, really. But can take away a top 5. If I'm honest, top 5 is what I want. Keeps me with the objectives, of course.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
So Max Verstappen wins this one at Hungary. We're going to come into the final couple of corners then. It's not the best of race for me, but we'll take it anyway. Top 5. We're finishing 5th. Points on the board. Lovely job, Lee.
We shouldn't see any.
We'll take that.
Great drive, great drive. We're really happy with
P5.
that performance.
Brilliant stuff from Red Bull today. What a superb victory. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
And I can see now the drivers are making their way out. We need Red Bull fighting at the front. They do an incredible amount for Formula One. And that's another winner's trophy heading back to Milton Keynes.
So that's the race then, guys. I have to shoot now because I only just got this in the time allocation that I wanted to, so we'll skip that.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the
Stayed
Drivers'
fifth, importantly.
Championship. It wasn't the best weekend for our
We're
championship
fourth now in the
leader, and their
championship thanks to
advantage at the top
Ricardo's
has been reduced.
DNF,
now
and
I'd
in the
like to ask
constructors
you,
we're still
Anthony
third.
Davidson, who was
But I'm
your
going to end it there,
driver of
guys.
the
So
day?
Oh, well,
thanks
I've
very
spoiled the
much,
choice, Crofty.
and I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that's going to be. Until then, take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. Take care.